Is there?
No, I don't need your help. What are you doing? Yeah, I've just been useless this week. Look at this guy. I'm gonna meet Hailey Bieber and need to at least have good hair. So yeah, that's my outfit. Hello everyone and welcome to the third New York vlog. A Cobb salad, chicken that I breaded myself, chicken in some bacon fat. I'm about to boil these eggs, the salad going in. I've already made the dressing, there's Josh. Don't run your hero. It's not in the shop. Garlic bread basically, but it's a healthier garlic bread, it's still just like, I'll probably have a bit of that. That would be good to do and like really chop up and have as your like garlic crouton in the salad.
Another? Yeah.
And put a little bit of oil on.
Oh, no,
It's got butter, it's fine, it's fine.
Yeah.
Let's start boiling up. Cobb salads, Josh has seen, have been separated, so I've made a conscious effort to separate Josh's veg, because he is the original diva. In order to convince him to not have a takeaway, you just have to do these things. The other day I made pasta and Em the nutritionist replied to my story saying 10 out of 10 pasta gloss right there. And I always make Josh rate my meals after and he gave me an 8 out of 10.
No, I never.
You did give me an 8 out of 10?
10 out of 10. What's up? Is there?
No, I don't need your help.
You too, have it.
I'm going to let the chicken rest and I'm going to let that bacon fat cool down and then I'm just going to fry the corn a little bit in it. Dressing is in this. Let's finish plating up. You can go to Edwards and you can tell me who cooks better chopped salad, Cobb salad. Oh, I've got my nice heritage tomato as well. What a treat. I'm going to have that on toast tomorrow. If you want a job, you can not eat the bacon. You can, when in 3 minutes, you can put the eggs into ice cold water. Look at that. That looks good, doesn't it? That looks strong. Let me take a photo on my phone. Where's my Samsung? Put it all over. That is our gorgeous Cobb salad. I didn't get much of a reaction from you.
More video eating on that.
Really?
Yeah, it's nice.
What does that mean, though?
It's really nice.
That's not what you mean.
No. What did we say? On camera, look.
Hello. How are we all? I am disclaiming this again. I've been a terrible vlogger this week because, yeah, I've just been useless this week. I'm not gonna lie. The US tariffs are officially customer facing from May 2nd, which is like 2 days away. And it's just a bit heartbreaking, to be totally honest. Like, we've done so much work to grow this brand globally, and I always say that Odd Muse is like big in the US through like total accident, and we want to be a bit more intentional with it, and I really want to focus on the strategy. But the point is, it still has been a product of such hard work. Yes, I want to understand more why the US loves Odd Muse so much, but that custom that I had there, I worked so hard for, and I don't expect them to buy from Odd Muse. I really do not. So I've worked out, by the time Resort launches, a simple dress will cost a customer like $700. I don't expect anyone to incur them tariffs, and unfortunately we wasn't given the time to do this. And everyone, well, not everyone, but people will say like, oh, you knew Trump was going to do that. Yeah, we knew Trump was going to do something, and we knew that we would have to up our prices in the US. We knew that. No one ever thought that he was going to bump it to 145%, because there's not been anything in the history of time where a government has put an 145% tariff on anything. Even when Brexit come in, I can't remember what that is. It's still high, but it's nowhere near 100. I watched Odd Muse EU orders die overnight, and that was when I was first starting out. But Odd Muse is now, I'm basically worried that 40% of my revenue as of next week is just gonna go like that. And I was really just laying awake last night, really anxious about it. But I've kind of woke up this morning and just thought, you know, I've been speaking to other people in bigger companies and bigger corporations. All they're concerned about at the moment is just maintaining some sort of margin. I think everyone's just a little bit in survival mode at the moment and making cutbacks and stuff like that. So yeah, really, really challenging time to have a brand. Obviously the New York store is a massive responsibility, and that's why I'm here. So yeah, I really need to just like get through this and still figure out how to make the New York store a fun place. So yeah, I'm kind of feeling like the New York store will become the hub for US orders, because everyone ordering on site will incur 145% tariffs on their main price, so like £125 on a cap sleeve plus 145%. But obviously in the US store, we're able to import at a slightly lower price. We're able to import on our cost price. Yeah, just really, really gutted, especially with Resort coming up. And yeah, just really, really sad about it, to be honest, guys. And yeah, it's just made me a little bit useless this week. I knew it was happening even before I moved here, but it's just, as in 2 days they'll be customer facing, so it's like, this is like when it actually feels like it's really starting. So yeah, but anyway, I have 5 hours of calls today, and I have a Shopify event tonight which I'm looking forward to. So yeah, I said on my Instagram yesterday that despite all of this outside of work in my personal life, I've never been happier, I've never been healthier, I've never slept so well apart from last night. So I'm just going to take all the personal wins, to be totally honest. There's still a reason why I'm here. I still believe that it was the best thing for me to do. But yeah, plans have changed majorly.
The code. Did you get a message from someone in Dubai from like a random number this morning for online banking again on HSBC? But it came up that your home address is wrong. Is your home address?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Good, thanks. Oh, it was well nice and sunny where you are.
It's so nice and hot here. And we are going on a quest for ice cream. I've actually had a like 3-course meal. I went to a brand dinner with Shopify, and Josh picked me up by foot, which we've been doing a lot since we moved here. And I used to slate my friend Isabel for having her boyfriend do that in London, and now I make Josh walk me everywhere. But yeah, we're just gonna, I'm actually not gonna get any ice cream, I'm full. I had like a brownie situation. Oh. Have you found this place on Google?
Yeah, I probably the other day, wasn't it? See that photo?
Oh, I don't remember. How are you liking New York so far?
Yeah, let's go.
Why don't you want to be in the vlog? Why?
What are you doing?
Like, you always told me to start vlogging.
Yeah, not
So you need to be a part of it. Someone actually messaged me on Instagram basically saying that they're loving seeing you in all the vlogs
great.
and all the content.
Great.
So,
What are you this way?
got my new trackie. I finally ordered like loads of like gym stuff and tracksuits and stuff. So I didn't get to pack anything. I've only had one Odd Muse tracksuit which has been seeing me through. Good morning, guys. I have been up today with a low battery vlogging camera, BRB. Minutes to get to my workout class. I'm doing Fuse House again. This will be my 3rd Fuse House, which is basically like hot Pilates, but it's really, really hard. I'm gonna make it. It normally takes me about 8 minutes to walk there. just had to really quickly clean the apartment because I knew Josh would do this. He's gone to meet a friend who's over from the UK, and I knew that he would be like, oh, I'm just gonna pop in, but like leave the apartment in absolute filth. So literally 10 minutes before I was about to leave, I got the call like, I'm just gonna pop in. So yeah, hate to be that woman, but men do just take the piss times. Need to leave, but I start in 9 minutes. Right, bye Audie. This house was so hard today, but I'm so glad I did it. I have just quickly got changed because I'm going to get my hair blow dried because I've just done hot Pilates. The only way to describe it is like Pilates in a sauna. I'm not dealing with this hair, but this is my outfit. I've got this Good American jumpsuit on that I have had since 2022. Just a Savary waistcoat on. I've got my keys and I'm gonna go get my hair. Hi guys, it is now Sunday and I'm just sorry that I haven't been good at vlogging this week. I've had such an up and down week. Friday I finished on such a high and I was like, I finally like getting clearer on what like the tariffs mean. Bridal launch was like really strong, but we was missing the US. Normally, for example, we would have the same amount of orders in the UK as US, if not UK a little bit more. Like 18 sales in the US for bridal, but I get it. You're paying like over double, like double and a half, if that makes any sense. Like times it by like 1.5 and that's what she's paying on top. So I get why people didn't get it. Why does this milk not froth in this thing, but at home it's like the best frothy milk ever? Doesn't make sense. Oh, I look awful. Oh, wowsies. Wowsies, just got myself. You didn't tell me I looked that bad.
You got your stuff in your hair. Oh, there's a worm in your hair.
Shut up.
Yeah.
On a walk in Central Park. But we are going to go Upper East Side and go see the Met tent, which is really exciting. I feel like I just will be really excited to see that. You never know, we might spot some celebs. What?
Currently under a tree.
What was it?
Yeah, made shelter.
Made shelter. Because it's really raining. But we won't give up, so we want to go to the Met and we're only 10 minutes to walk away now.
Rainy's getting worse.
The rainy's getting worse.
Yesterday. Club on.
Yes.
Who's got the energy for that?
Yesterday, I actually looked at myself in the mirror and I was like, oh, Amy, you look really healthy. You look quite well slept, like for the first time in years. Just, you go out one night and it just reverses everything. That's not worth it. Look at this guy.
What?
But it's just...
Pop off.
Yeah. It's really hot though, isn't it? Back from Central Park, we actually found a food market in the Upper West Side. Oh, he's ruining the sofa. We found a food market in the Upper West Side and had some corn, but I am absolutely starving. One of Josh's friends is actually in New York. We was gonna go for a Sunday roast, but I'm gonna stay here and I'm gonna get my favourite takeaway, and that is spring bone. And like, it's not really Josh's vibe, to be totally honest. So I don't know why, because it's literally just like healthy but nice. It's like really nice, like chicken and rice or like salmon and rice. Sunday weekend actually in the UK, which I love because I just get a little bit ahead. So I'm going to do some work tonight actually. I'm going to edit the vlog from last week because I'm late. But I can't believe my last vlog, my first vlog in New York got like 15k views. I'm very curious to see like if I vlog every week how many views we can get up to. But yeah, honestly, another perfect Sunday in New York. I've had so many people messaging me like, you look so much happier, and I just like truly am. Obviously there's loads of stuff going on with Odd Muse at the moment. There's a lot of work to do in the New York store. I'm in different meetings every single day about the tariffs, and on paper I should be really stressed, but I'm just not. Time, effort, expense of being here. Like, I knew I couldn't just come here and like rot on my laptop. No point me moving here if I'm gonna act that way. Oddie's just had a bath, by the way, so he's going crazy. Right. My sofa looked really nice before, can I just say? This is what he's done. What are you doing? You look so scruffy right now. It is the day of the Met Gala. It is so rainy outside. Oh, let me just... It is so rainy outside. And if it wasn't raining, I would have gone to the Marks Hotel and just waited outside, because a couple of people were messaging me like, it's a really good atmosphere, like people go, everyone's like super happy. And yeah, I definitely would have been involved in all of that. I love stuff like this. I would have dragged Josh with me, but the rain is so bad today, and these people would have been waiting all day. Like, I would have had a fab day in the Upper East Side today and just waited outside the Marks. I did go to that hotel yesterday and they had all the barriers up, and there were some people there because everyone's staying there, so I saw everyone going wild today for Sabrina Carpenter, like just coming back to our hotel. The curry has been ordered, and I just thought I would do another segment on the vlog because this vlog hasn't really been relevant to Odd Muse. But while I'm watching the vlog, I am basically building out a strategy deck, because a big reason I am here is to obviously make the New York store a really fun place to be, alongside building out the US warehouse and everything like that. Basically creating a deck to run through with the team. And this is like my new way of building decks, because to be totally honest, oh, Anne Hathaway, she looks great. To be totally honest, for like the last 2 years of my life, I've struggled to build decks because I don't know, I just feel like I've got such a short attention span, so I'll have everything in my brain, but I find it really difficult to actually take a solid couple of hours to do something. So what I do is basically use ChatGPT to build it out slide by slide. So I will put everything that's in my mind into ChatGPT and basically say, can you build me out a project brief or a deck brief, which I basically have here. And now I am putting it into my Adobe Express app, which I love Adobe Express so much. Everyone in the company uses Canva, and I'm trying to change that. I'm not gonna lie, because I think Adobe Express is so much better. I feel like Canva was a bit of a cheat sheet for all Adobe products, but Adobe have basically created an app, and I basically just click this template. I click to have it all apply my brand, so it does all the Odd Muse fonts and all the Odd Muse colours, and then I just sort of edit each page as I go, and I've already got 13 pages done for me, but obviously I have to put in my own information and build it out. But it just makes it a bit more interesting for me. I'm using a couple different apps and I'm doing a couple different things, and the main bread work of the actual template and colours and fonts and stuff is done for me. Just a little random segment as to how I build out my decks. But yeah, I am basically building a Mercer Street store strategy with long-term, short-term and long-term things. So, oh, she looks great. What's her name? That Madeline girl. She looks amazing. No, that's not her, but she looks great. Yeah, because I think there's things that we could be doing almost immediately, but there's also longer term things that I feel like the New York team have need from us to be able to achieve their targets. Who's that? Who is that? Oh, it's Dua Lipa. Love that. Oh, she looks great. She's definitely wearing Chanel. Honestly, random segment Met Gala, I'm just oh my god, because I love recognizing people and I love all the pretty dresses, but all the men's stuff has been the best and been the most on theme. But I'm just oh my god, because Sydney Sweeney was in this sparkly Miu Miu dress and I loved it, but when you really think back to the core of the theme, like the men are winning, like everything looks so good. Some of the I always start a deck with objectives, so I basically said drive the Odd Muse New York store to consistently achieve X amount per week, establish strong New York VIP client base and community. So I think in store, I was in the store the other day and there was this girl there and she basically, I think she was getting married, but from what I gathered, she basically just come in to see the team and speak to the team again, and they'd spoken to her quite a few times, and I really just loved that element of people walking in because they like the team and because they enjoy the store. So sort of like building that out and, you know, getting their numbers and inviting them in for, I don't know, events and coffees and stuff like that. Implement regular in-store events to boost footfall and retention. What I noticed the other day is I basically was walking to the store and there was like a whole wind of people that walked past the store and didn't notice that we was there. So I think that road is so quiet anyway, and a lot of the brands on that road, so next door we've got like FP Jean, which is like a super luxury watch dealer. We've got Totem. We've got a lot of brands that don't necessarily, I feel like, care if anyone walks into their shop. So I feel like it's a real opportunity for me to just make a little bit more noise on that road, but also give more of an inviting atmosphere on a road that doesn't maybe have that. Maybe things that we can do weekly on like a Monday and a Tuesday when it's super quiet. New York City exclusive drops. So feedback from the New York girls week on week. I'm now collecting feedback from my team, just like random questions, like what were people saying, like recognising trends each week. And I knew this about the New York girls anyway, because they never buy one thing, they always just buy everything. And the main feedback is they just can't believe how, like, the price point of Odd Muse. So with that, we obviously want to protect that. But I also see an opportunity to start designing higher priced pieces, so higher ticket items, which is kind of what we need to do to pay the rent out there, guys, to be honest. But I also think it will create such good exclusivity. But as a designer, there's always a limit as to what we can do. Like when certain things hit certain cost prices, we sometimes have to back out because it's like we want to protect our price point. But I think with the exclusivity of the New York store and, you know, the demand there, I think it could be really fun. So like outerwear, for example, we've got some really good options come in and we've worked really hard to get the price that they are. But don't get me wrong, there were some options for like over $500 that we've been looking at that are amazing, that I'm like, I just don't want to put them online because I don't want people to see that as a new normal for Odd Muse, whereas one or two pieces in the New York store I think would work really well and is obviously high in demand. And then the last one is, and this is more of a long-term thing, is maintain a constant curated flow of newness to increase return visits and conversion. Because I feel like since we signed the New York store, when we opened the pop-up, we didn't know we were staying. So I signed in January, and so we had a bit of a like out of stock period because all of a sudden we were staying and we needed more stock. Then once we got past that, it was all the tariffs basically started. And there was just a lot of anxiety and resistance, and I stopped a few shipments. Now I've like said I want to sell them. So it's just been a bit of a crazy time, to be totally honest. The matter is we're there and we need stock and we just need to power through this situation. Right, my food is here. I got a vindaloo. The one thing I said I wasn't going to do for myself is get the curry on this very porous marble. Okay, that's very spicy. Something more like a salty spice though.
It's fashion's biggest night and we are live at the 2025 Met Gala, the annual fundraiser.
Chicken is tender.
This year's exhibition, Super Fine Tailoring Black Style, opens to the fun.
That is spicy though. That is hot, hot, hot. Alright, Josh would never be able to eat that. It's 5:30 AM. I need to log on for training. I'm very tired.
Yes.
Hi guys.
Hello. Did you get any Met action?
If it wasn't raining, I actually would have gone to the hotel and just been in fun because everyone said it was a nice atmosphere. But
We've got lovely Chloe joining us. But last week we obviously saw a spike in the right direction from bridal, but we saw this across every single channel. So it was actually great to see that every single aspect of the brand was up last week. So definitely moving in the right direction. So across the board, we've seen a lift of 33%. The drop obviously was from the US. So across the last 5 weeks, the US has been driving around per week. That dropped down to 8 last week, so a drop of nearly on the previous week. So we obviously all know the answer to that, but I'm going to work with Irfan just on kind of scoping out worst case scenario for the US, similar to what you did with Brexit, Amy, just for the rest of your targets, because if we're obviously seeing that drop across the board, then we just need to be aware of it and where we need to push harder in the UK. 19. So we've seen obviously an increase in traffic, mostly coming from Google, which is great because it's there to search, and that's where we kind of want to put in more spend at the minute.
hello, I just got back from a walk after trade. But before my walk, I just had a bit of a moment. First tears in New York. Because yeah, it's just really, I'm just finding it really difficult. Like, there's so much going on. We're trying to figure out like our perfect rhythm for social media, which is like hurting my soul a little bit because we've always been like such a social first brand, and the Instagram has been my literal baby for the last 5 years, and I'm really proud of everything I've done there. But the size of the business is now, like, I just don't have the focus that I used to have for social media. So I'm trying to just like build out a bit of a rhythm outside of launch week, which is kind of a story for every single brand. Like, when there's not a lot going on, what do you talk about? But it's just like leading to like more serious things where like there's like days and days going on with no posts and stuff. And I'm just losing my confidence a little bit in myself. Like, I used to be able to like really know our followers and like post and like get some really good engagement on that. So I think I just need to do a bit of a workshop, build it out a little bit, and just be in like better communications with the social team. Like, everyone's worked really hard to have like sign-off processes with me, and like, socials I think I do just need to be like available every single day for, and I am willing to be. Resorts coming up, fly to Miami on Sunday, go to China in July, back to London 2 times in the next 8 weeks, Wimbledon's coming up, need to design for autumn winter party, haven't really started party yet. So yeah, like weeks go by, and it's just, sometimes it just, this morning, I have a call right now. Okay, I'm back, and I've actually gone to the gym, had a shower. I'm now going to get my hair blow dried because we are going to Cobb tonight, which I'm really excited about. And it's the day after the Met, so I figured if I'm going to meet Hailey Bieber, I need to at least have good hair. I'm having a bit of a funny day, but I just feel like I just need to apply myself and it'll be fine. But yeah, ultimately feeling really nervous for a result because I've never spent this much on a shoot. However, with flying more people out and just having more people on deck, models on deck, and just really sharing that responsibility other than just me and Sophie, I do feel like that will take the pressure off a little bit. So yeah, but it's just like going from spending like minimal amounts on shoots to like 5 figures is quite scary, to be totally honest, guys. So it just really needs to work, and I just feel like we've just missed a few things this year. We've had so many, like, this is such a difficult time at the moment. But to be honest, like, the way in which you receive the content is the most important thing to me. Probably is bothering me more than the tariffs right now. So I should be really excited for result because it's what everyone's been waiting for. And yeah, I really need to go now. I'm gonna take my iPad with me just in case I want to sit and do some more work. Oh, I have had my hair blow dried, which always makes me feel better. Guys, I just got my lashes done. I went to Koreatown. Best lashes I've ever had. I'm just going to turn this telly off. And next door was a Korean beauty store. So obviously I went in there. I got this little bow to put my hair back. But yeah, I bought like what did I buy? I didn't buy loads of stuff. I bought these Medicube stuff because loads of people talk about these, and they were like $20 for 100 pads, and I get the AHA pads from Zoe Skin Health, and they are not $20. I got these sheet masks, which I'm just curious about. I'm not gonna lie, my favourite sheet masks are by a brand called Amex, and they're very similar. They're like a K-beauty vibe. But this brand actually did a pop-up store at the same time as when we opened, and the queue was insane, and it was like there's 30 sheets in here and it was $20. So I thought I might as well try it because people was going wild for it, and it was like tea tree. All the Amex masks I've got with me haven't got anything for like spots, like they're not like, these are like obviously good for like clear complexion. So yeah. And then I also got this, which is like a little collagen jelly cream from the same brand. I think it's like their salmon one. But yeah, I wanted to like grab the lady and be like, what's your best sellers? But she was just very busy with a lot of people. So yeah, and I'm very, very happy with my lashes. I am actually going for dinner tonight. I'm meeting a girl I met last week called Jenny. She owns a bag brand here called Freya. They're really, really, really cool bags. Where can I like plop you up? So yeah, I'm very excited to meet her for dinner. And then tomorrow, guys, I am going to, we can't focus on the makeup bag. I am going to a Fenty event, and I am 99% sure that Brianna's gonna be there. Like I'm pretty sure. The lady who invited me, I've been speaking to her for quite a while because she's from Shopify, but I met her officially last week at an event, and she invited me to Shopify sponsoring the event, so she invited me to the Rihanna one. And yeah, I just completely got the vibe that Rihanna's coming, but she's not allowed to tell me that information. From tomorrow, I'm gonna start filming on my DJI Osmo camera. I got one of these like nimble cameras, and if you watched my vlog last week, you'll know that it's just a nightmare the way I like handle this camera. So we're stable now, guys. Look at my tiny little vlogging camera. I don't have the time for this, but let's do it. That is so good. I'm very excited. So that'll be tomorrow, because this camera is good, but it kind of like smooths my skin too much. I don't feel real, but I'm not going to say I hate it. And it's just been a nightmare to like get footage from and everything, but I'm going to get dressed now and I'll show you my outfit, and then we'll cut to tomorrow, because tomorrow's sign-off day. This week and last week have been very intense. I'm just not living the New York girl life that I thought I would, but I'm managing to stay sane. I'm still managing to like go to the gym and eat well, so there's one thing. But I said to Josh, like, before I go out tonight, will you actually come downstairs and take a photo of me, because I just want one photo. Is my outfit. I have a denim jacket on from Wardrobe NYC. My first purchase from them. Hopefully it won't be my last, but I feel like I'm gonna wear this so much. It's very like an Odd, if Odd Muse did a denim jacket, it's very this. But yeah, I'm actually wearing a size medium. Extra small was like didn't work. Small was sold out, but I think the medium looks fine. It is like really big, but I don't think it looks too crazy. And then I have my trusty Gucci mules on. I was gonna go with this bag, but I think the blue is like quite pop, like the denim's quite pop. It needs like a bit of colour rather than, well, that's my theory anyway, and I just want to wear this bag. So yeah, that's my outfit, and I'm going for dinner with a little friend I made in New York, so I'm quite proud of myself. Let's spray some perfume. I have Muse. How am I going to get this? So I'm going to use this one tonight. This is like a little mademoiselle in a little thing. And hello everyone and happy Thursday. I have done all my sign-off meetings. I have a design approval that I need to go into the store for. I'm filming some content in the store, and I've also got a meeting in store with someone about our London store, because we're looking for a bigger London store. And I'm meeting Rihanna tonight. I can't believe it. I'm not wearing any makeup today. I'm keeping my fresh face. Right guys, I need to go because I thought my meeting was actually in my diary for 2:45, but the person I'm meeting at the store is at the store now and it's 1:45. Apparently the meeting was 1:45. I am absolutely exhausted. I am so tired. I had to run to the store because I was late for that meeting. And then I did a denim. I tried on all the denim, tried on all the new tweed. The tweed was fine, but we was missing a blazer sample that we really wanted to see. And then denim, I just didn't love any of it. It was so hard. It's really, really difficult. However, one thing I will say is we're going to get a good denim jacket out. We've got some good denim dress options and a really nice cord. So I think I'm just going to bring the collection in a little bit. And I think it'll be quite nice. I want August to have like a denim focus, September to have like a tweed focus, and then October we kind of like roll into party. I'm tired. But yeah, I've just got so many things on my mind. So I'm going to create a little Notion doc because there's so many like projects coming up. Obviously a huge project for me at the moment is the New York store, and I was there today and I was like, just things that we can do immediately. Like the music needs to be better and it needs to be just like you can hear it when you walk in. I only really hear it when I'm in changing rooms. I don't love how the store is merched at the moment. Like I feel like all bestsellers and dresses and stuff should just be as soon as you walk in. The pre-spring video is still playing. I feel like we need to like switch it up and put some clips from Result last year up. There's just like loads of things in my head. Okay guys, we are very much still battling with the fact that there's no light in my bedroom. So let's turn this on. And this is my outfit. It's by my friend Molly's brand, Mora's House. I bought these shoes today in Dolce Vita. I felt like they were like quite crochet-y. They go over them quite well. They look quite orangey here, but they actually do match. And they're so comfortable. I don't love my hair. I never wear my hair in a ponytail, but yeah, it's just not. Yep, anyway. Hello guys. I can actually see Josh outside the window with bagels, so my morning's about to look up, but yeah, I've just had such a mad week where it's like, I've had people saying like, oh, can you quickly just do this like when you get a second? And it's like, I actually haven't had a second this week. To go to the store and pack for Miami. I'm just so frazzled this week. Like I'm getting a bit worried for a Result. Like I need to chill tomorrow, but in order to chill I need to get a lot done today. So I've edited the vlog, which yeah, I need to. Everyone's just busy. Like I have to edit my vlog and that takes a long time. But there's so much going on. Like I've just created, I know I took you through a note, I've just created like another Notion list. I don't know where I'd be without Notion lists. But like I've had an autumn winter 25 design meeting. I've had a design meeting for January. I had a design meeting for Modest. I've had social meetings every single day. Sign off all yesterday. Samples, or tried on loads of samples yesterday. I have to go to the store, try on more samples today. What I'm realising is if I want to expand Odd Muse, I either need to hand over more creative control or I need to not expand it. So I'm thinking for like autumn, winter, just really not doing that many options. Hello guys, I am dressed and more ready for the day. I've actually booked myself in a face gym because I text my facial lady, Millicent, and I was like, what is going on? Like, I literally have no neck. And she said, like, just even when I was watching the vlogs back, it's like I've got no neck. I don't know what's happened, like, and this feels like really, like, I don't know. Anyway, she reckons I've got water retention, so she said booking with face gym, so I'm trying that tonight. Kind of like this last like few weeks leading up to summer, that's really intense because we're shooting Resort. We're actually shooting both drops of Resort this next week. I'm planning loads of activations. We're launching the US warehouse. Like Q2, Q3 for us is going to be crazy. It's just, I speak about this all so much, like it's really hard to pivot, and I feel like at the size Odd Muse is now and really need to start, like, I don't know. I have had a spray tan and I feel so much better. I am so much happier. Yeah, had a spray tan. The girl literally, she actually said she felt like she was performing surgery because when I went to the Fenty event the other night, I very quickly in the morning applied a clear fake tan, and my god, it was awful. I looked like a squashy, you know, the sweetie that's like pink and white. I just had like stripes all over me, and she was kind of like filling in like blanks. It's honestly the worst tan I've ever given myself, and I need to go to store now because it was raining yesterday and I had so much on my iPad to do, so I was just a hermit and I didn't leave, and I was supposed to go to the store and get all the samples for Miami. Go to the store now. Literally, this is my outfit. So I look a bit crazy right now, but it's fine. If there's anywhere in the world to look a bit crazy, it's New York, because no one cares. Right, what else do I need? When I find this phone, I have no battery on it because that is part of my brand. That is part of the Amy Smile brand. We don't have charged phones. What do you have my phone? Did you have my phone? What have we got? 62%. That's quite good going. Right guys, we are all packed for Miami. Excuse you. We went on a lovely little walk. I just had a little cry because we bumped into a senior rescue dog in a little buggy. Just had surgery, but it looked like my little Sid. It looked like Uncle Siddy, didn't it? I'm not bringing it to you. You get 2 for a poo. Anywho, my next vlog will begin on my new handy dandy camera. Look. Wait. And then do it to the side. How cool is that? The Miami shots are going to be amazing. Get going. I'll see you in Miami. I'm in a bit of a situation when I come back because I haven't finished my pink planner yet. But I've been sent this gorgeous like matcha green, and we know how much I love green. Like, look at this combo. Stop it. My green bag. Never seen anything more gorgeous. But I'm not wasteful, so we'll continue to finish this. Let's go to Miami. Let's go to Miami, and I just want to say thank you so much for loving all my vlogs. And yeah, I had a little moment where I couldn't get one out last week, but I'm back on my weekly vlog, so thank you so much. We have like 10,000 subscribers now, which is insane. So hi to the first 10,000. I'm really hoping to leave New York with many more because I really enjoy this. So yeah, thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.